Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. So I just got back from dropping my son off at school. Thankfully, I didn't have to go to the grocery store today, so I was able to just come straight home, which was a good thing because I am so exhausted this morning. I don't know why it was so hard to wake up. It could be because it's kind of rainy and miserable out, and it was so dark at 6:30. And later in the week, I am just exhausted from waking up early. I am such a night owl, and I tend to stay up way later than I should. I just love that downtime in the evening so much that I usually try to extend it longer than I should. So yeah, my husband and I are currently watching Yellowstone, which is actually a really good show if you haven't checked it out. It's Kevin Costner. It kind of feels like you're watching a movie because there's just a ton of drama and action, so it's a really good one. Before that, we watched season 4 of Goliath on Amazon Prime, and it was so good. I think it was one of the best seasons of Goliath, and unfortunately it's the last one. But if you haven't seen that one, it's with Billy Bob Thornton. He plays an attorney that he's kind of like his character in Bad Santa, if you've ever seen that. He drinks a lot, he swears a lot, but he takes on these big corporations despite being just like a really tiny one-person law firm, or actually 2 people. So it's a really good watch as well. And then before that, we were watching Lock and Key on Netflix. That's another good one. It was about a family who's like, the dad gets murdered and then they move to Massachusetts, where I guess his family owned this really big, beautiful mansion, and the kids in the family end up finding these mysterious keys that do all sorts of like magical things. So it's kind of like a little bit spooky and a little bit like just sort of magical and fantasy, but it's a really good show. There's only 2 seasons so far, but we've been really enjoying it. So anyway, just a few recommendations in case you're looking for something to watch. But if you guys have seen these shows as well, I'd love to hear your thoughts on them down below. All right, guys, so let's head inside. And there's so many packages today. I thought I would do maybe like a little unboxing. My kitchen is a mess because there's so many boxes that came in last night. Let me just put my bag down. All right, so we have all of these packages. They arrived late last night after I already stopped filming yesterday's videos. So I got some PR and some things that I purchased myself. I did a little Black Friday shopping. So the first one is PR. This is from ColourPop, and they sent me some of their little quads with a matching Luxe lip gloss. I guess they're like holiday kits, and they're part of their astrology collection. And then over here I have some Clarins things that I ordered during Black Friday. They had a really good sale, and I've really enjoyed their skincare in the past, so I'm excited just to try these again. These are all products I've already tried, and actually these are their sample sizes, which are huge. I only really bought 2 products, but they let you pick 3 samples, and they're like really generous looking sizes, so that's awesome. I also got a box from Odens Eye. I ordered some products from them from Black Friday. I just have been wanting to try this brand for so long, so I finally pulled the trigger. I got 3 palettes, 2 blushes, and a lipstick. Then I have the Angie Hot and Flashy brush set. I bought this on Black Friday because I heard that it was great for hooded eyes. And then BK Beauty also sent this to me in PR. So this one I bought, but this they sent in PR. And this is their new travel brush set. And then Laura Geller was having an amazing Black Friday sale. So I got 2 more shades of her Baked Blush and Brighten that I haven't tried yet, and her bronzer, which looks like it has a little bit of pink running through it. So I'm very excited and hopeful that that'll be a good color match for me. I thought we could just do a big unboxing video, and if there's anything here that you would like to see me try on later on during the week or next week, let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys, so before we do some unboxings, I just stepped outside. I'm going to paint my nails, and I always do this outside now because I think the older I get, the more I can't take the smell of nail polish. So it's a beautiful day. It's actually cleared up. It was really rainy this morning, and now it's beautiful, bright and sunny, and it's like in the 40s. So I'm actually out here in just a sweatshirt, and it's really not that cold. So anyway, I am going to paint my nails. This is by Cirque Colors, and I got this from Beautylish. They have some really gorgeous shades. So this color is called Wildberry West, and it's just really fun. It's like a berry color, but then it shifts like to purple. So I will be right back and show you what it looks like. All right, so I am done with the first coat and it came out really nice. I didn't feel like it was streaky at all, but I am going to apply this on top of it. This is the Ciate London Purple Rain, and this is kind of like a topper that also has an iridescent shift to it. I think it'll just make this nail polish pop even that much more. All right, yeah, that topper totally makes it. Look at how cool that is. All right, I'm gonna go put on some hand cream because my hands are ridiculously dry. So just a quick side note before we get started with the unboxing. I've been using this hemp hand protector from the Body Shop. I've used this on and off over the years, but it is fantastic. I forgot how great this was, and I ordered it with a recent Ulta order, and I've just been loving it. It doesn't make my hands perfect by any means, especially because I continue to wash them and then they just get dried out all over again. But putting this on before bed when I wake up in the morning, all of my splits are usually healed and everything just looks so much better. So I highly recommend this if you have dry hands. It is such a good one. All right, so while I was talking about the hand cream, I heard the mail person pull up, and it looks like I have some more boxes down there on the walkway. So we'll go out and get those in a little while and see what they are. But let's go ahead and get to the unboxing first. All right, so let's check out these ColourPop sets first. I had to look them up on the website because there wasn't any info with them, but these are $15 each, so you get the little palette and a Luxe lip gloss, and they would regularly be $17, I think, if you bought them separately. So I'm just gonna open these up quick and we'll take a closer look. All right, so the first one is the Tender Lovin' Cancer set. So it says that the lip gloss is in a dusty rose, and the palette has shimmering metallics and buttery mattes in a warm lavender to deep plum. I definitely spy a duochrome shade right there. It looks like such a beautiful color story, so I am excited for this one. And then the next set is Pisces in the Sky. I just love how coordinated these are. Like, they just look like they go so well together. So the lip gloss says that it's a soft peach with silver pinpoints. So it does have little tiny glitters in there. And then the palette says shimmering metallics and buttery mattes in purple, blue, and nude. And again, it looks like we have a gorgeous duochrome right there. And then the last duo is the Secret Life of Scorpio, and I happen to be a Scorpio as well, but I hate how Scorpio stuff is always like deep and smoky because these are not shades I normally wear. I definitely am more attracted like to the Cancer palette, for example, but I guess we are supposed to be very dark and mysterious, so it is what it is, but this one is really, really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you swatches quickly of everything. All right, so here's the Tender Loving Cancer set first. I think I'm definitely going to try this one today. I'm wearing a purple sweatshirt, so I think it'll just go so well together. And the formula on these quads is fantastic. I feel like the mattes are almost more pigmented in these than they are in their regular palettes for some reason. I don't know if it's just me, but everything just swatched beautifully. And there you have the Luxe lip gloss. And if you haven't tried that formula as well, they just have this really super cushiony plush texture. They're really hydrating for dry lips. So I think this set is absolutely beautiful. And then next we have the Pisces in the Sky set. This shade right here is so stunning. I can't wait to play with this one too. And I don't know how much I would wear this one necessarily, but I feel like these two shades plus this on top would just be like the prettiest look. And then we have the peach gloss as well. I just love how the glosses pair so beautifully with the shades in the palette. So I think these would make such cute gifts or stocking stuffers especially. All right, and then last but not least, we have the Secret Life of Scorpio. So I actually like this better than I thought I would. I think this would make a beautiful crease or transition shade for me. And then a little bit of this in my outer corner. This purple is gorgeous. Like I said, I don't really wear deep and smoky shades that often, but I love the idea of more of like a berry smoky eye versus the usual like brown or gray. So I think that would be kind of fun and interesting. And the Luxe gloss is really beautiful as well. It looks very dark in the tube, but it's a little bit more on the sheer side. So this is definitely really pretty. Next up, let's check out the cheek products from Laura Geller. So I'm so curious about this bronzer. I definitely want to check this out first. So this says, get a beautifully bronzed glow all year long. Baked Bronze and Brighten delivers sun-kissed color without any trace of orange. That is exactly what I like to hear. So I got it in the shade Fair. I was going by the swatches on the website, and sometimes fair bronzers can be way too light for me. So here's what it looks like inside, and all of her formulas start as a cream, and then they bake them on terracotta tiles in Italy. So a lot of them have different colored swirls running through it. So you definitely can see some pink running through this one, and I love a pink tone bronzer. So let's see what the color looks like. I'm just gonna put it here. Oh my gosh. That is like perfection. Do you guys see like that rosy bronze goodness going on right there? That is like the perfect bronzer shade, like the one I've been looking for. That is amazing, and it's not too light at all. I'm so happy with this. I cannot wait to try it on. I think I'm going to use it today. Moving on to the blushes, I honestly just collect these, and they had such a good sale on them that I couldn't resist. So I got Starfish Island and Apricot Berry. So this one is definitely more of a cool tone pink. It has little swirls of berry kind of running through it, and also maybe a little bit of brown. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, yeah, so this one is also very, very pretty. And you can definitely build these up super easily. And the formula is gorgeous if you have drier skin or more mature skin. I just feel like they lay so nicely on your skin. And then the last one's Apricot Berry. And this one surprisingly doesn't look super apricot. I was expecting like more of a peachy color, but it looks way more of like a mauvey berry type of tone. So this is sort of a pleasant surprise because I have enough peachy blushes, I feel like. Let's see. Ooh, this is gorgeous. It doesn't come out nearly as dark as it looks in the pan, too. I think this is going to be so perfect for me as well. But again, you can definitely build them up if you want to. Like, let me just add a little bit more. They're so easy to build. If you just want a little bit more depth. Look at how pretty these are. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, especially about the bronzer though. I can't wait to try it out. So anyway, that's my little Laura Geller haul. And I'm getting super hungry for lunch, so I'm gonna go downstairs and eat quickly, and then we'll resume the unboxings, but I'm just gonna head outside quickly and see what's in those boxes. Okay, so it looks like an Ipsy box. This looks like it's from ColourPop, although it could be something I ordered because I placed 2 orders on Black Friday. And we also have something from Koki, which I think is those new blushes that they came out with. So, oh my gosh, more exciting stuff. I don't think I'm going to get to it today, but probably tomorrow. Yep, so it is the Koki blushes. I'm so excited. I'm sorry you guys have to wait till tomorrow because I definitely am not going to have time in this video, but why don't we just take a look at one really quick. All right, so this one's called Flushed. Aren't these beautiful? They kind of remind me of those Moira Cosmetics blushes. Sorry, this is hard to open with one hand, but wow. This looks stunning. I've been waiting for Koki to kind of update their blushes because for the longest time they had those little blush trios, and I've always wanted them to come out with single blushes. So very excited for these. All right, so I just finished lunch. I just wanted to share these products from BK Beauty really quick. The first one is the Angie Hot and Flashy set that I bought, and I did get a pretty good deal on this for Black Friday, but if the sale is over now, I do have a coupon code for BK Beauty, so I'll leave that down in the description box. It'll save you at least 10% off. And the reason that I bought her brush set was because when I watched her video, she talked about these being good for hooded eyes. And while I absolutely love my BK Beauty brushes, some of them I find are just a little bit too large for my hooded eyes. So the brushes that are included is the A501. This is a lid shader brush. And she numbered these in order of how you do your makeup. So you would start out with this fluffy one and put a matte like across your lid. Next up is the A502. This one is a crease shader, and it's a really nice small brush just for getting right up into your crease. Then the A503 is a blender, so this is just going to blend out the harsh edges of the crease color. And then the 504 is a detailer brush, and this one she said she uses in her outer corner, and I actually really like that. It just looks like a tiny mini little crease brush, so she said you can just use it to kind of make circles and detail in the outer corner, which I think is so cool. I feel like most outer corner brushes are either a little too stiff and pencil-like, or they're more flat. I like that this one is rounded. I think that's so cool. Then the A505 is a flat brush for shimmer shades. So this one doesn't have a fluffy feel at all. It's actually very densely packed for picking up shimmer shades. And then this one I'm really excited about. This is the A506, and this is a concealer brush. So this is like a mini version of their foundation brush that is angled like this. So the foundation one is really, really big. I'll actually show you mine. This is the one that I have, and it just has a nice angle to it. It's so soft and fluffy. It's one of the best foundation brushes that I have. So this is just like a little miniature version for getting underneath your eyes. And it kind of in some ways also reminds me of a Zoeva one that was like this too, that I got at Ulta. I don't believe they sell it there anymore, so that one's a lot harder to get now. But that was an awesome concealer brush too. It was angled like this, and it just like fit so nicely in the under eye area. So I'm very excited to use this. It's super soft. And then the A507 is an angled blush brush, and this feels incredibly soft as well. So I will definitely be putting these to good use, and I'll let you know my thoughts. I may even do my makeup with them today when I try out the ColourPop quad that I was talking about earlier. So anyway, here's the travel brush set from BK Beauty. And this one was sent in PR. So on the one side, I believe on the website, they said that you can get their palette for free. It didn't come in mine. I don't know if that was intentional or a mistake. I don't actually own that palette, but it looks really, really pretty. And I don't know if the promotion is still going on. But anyway, let's take a look at the brushes that come in here. So first up, we have the T101, so T standing for travel. And here's the regular 101 brush, and they're literally the same size on the top, so the actual brush doesn't change. It's just got a shorter handle. So I think that's really cool. You can just take all of your favorite brushes with you in the travel pouch. I love that it's the exact same thing you would be using at home, so that is really nice. And then next up you have the T107. So this is like a fluffy brush, probably great for blush or bronzer or whatever other type of powder products you want to use it with. Next up we have the T202. I love the original one, and this is just an awesome crease brush. Then we have the T203, which is more of like a flat shader brush. And then the T207, which is like a round, shorter, stiffer, more dense brush. And this is a great little detail brush as well. So that's the travel set. I think this is so cool and definitely will come in handy on trips. I love especially that they have a little spot here that you can put a palette if you want to. So really nice. Next up, let's check out my haul from Odens Eye. I am so excited about this. I actually didn't order this brush. They sent that to me for free, I guess. So it's just a double-ended brush. It's really nice and soft and fluffy. So let's go ahead and check out the palettes. This was the one I was most excited about, the Alba. Every time I see this palette on Instagram, I want it. It's just so beautiful, and the colors are right up my alley. So let's take a look inside. Like, how gorgeous is this palette? You have some duochromes in here, some rosy tones. You have a row over here that's a little bit more warm toned, but if you cover that up, like, it's really, really cool toned for the most part. So we will definitely be swatching this one. Also, we have the Freya palette. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It says the Diva palette, and that's what the back looks like. This one's really gorgeous too. It's very warm toned overall, but I just really like the vibe of this one. And then this one's called Soul Mane, and I just love the artwork on these. It's absolutely beautiful. And this one was super pretty too. I feel like this one is definitely more neutral, except for like the pop of purple and this green, but everything else is just like really kind of mostly browns. I think it's really just very subtle and really pretty. So we are definitely going to swatch all of these. I also got two blushes. I got a fruit blusher and a flower blusher. So the fruit one is in the shade Ripe Papaya. And this one's just a really pretty light, cool tone pink. And then the flower blusher is in the shade Sweet Tulip. And this one, actually, it's a little bit deeper than I thought it was going to be, but I was sort of trying to go by the swatches on the website, so maybe it's a little bit more subtle. But the color itself looks beautiful. I'm just hoping it's not too deep for me. And then last but not least, I got a lipstick, and this is their cream lipstick in the shade Love Jasmine. I love the packaging on this as well. They just do such a beautiful job. Even the inner tube here is decorated. So nice. So while we have this out, let me just swatch this really quick so you can see the lipstick color. Ooh, that is really nice and creamy. Definitely more of a warm tone shade. It also doesn't seem to have a scent to it either, which is really great. So let's swatch the palettes first. I guess we'll just start with this one. So this is the Solmane palette. And then here's a look at the swatches. So the formula feels really nice, and I probably should have live swatched some of these in case you're not familiar with their formula. So I'll do that with the next palette. But basically there are a couple different textures as far as the shimmer shades. Some of them, like this one, and this one, are really nicely pigmented, and then there's some that are toppers and they look a little more sheer, like this one, and this one. So there's actually 3 of each. And the matte shades, I was very impressed. They hardly have any fallout. They're very, very silky and smooth, and they seem nicely pigmented as well. So I really like this color story. I think this is beautiful. And this one shade in the palette that looked white, this one right here, actually looks kind of golden when you swatch it out. So that's really nice too. It's sort of a duochrome. And this one is too. It looks like a dark navy in the pan, but it has a little bit of like reddish tone behind it. So there were a couple surprises in this palette as well, and I think it's just gorgeous. All right, so let me just live swatch a couple shades in the Freya palette. Again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So this one here looks like it's probably a topper. So let me see. Yeah, it sort of feels like that. So here's what that looks like on the skin. It's still nicely pigmented, but just a little bit on the sheer side. It's gorgeous though. And let's see, is this one a regular shimmer? Yeah, this one feels like nice and buttery and very pigmented. So yeah, it's a little bit of fallout with that one, but yeah, that one is so pretty. And then I'll show you what the mattes swatch like. So these are just so silky. So yeah, they're just so silky and smooth. Just do this one over here. So those two were kind of lighter shades. Let me just swatch a deeper one. Like I'll do this red down here. They're incredibly silky. And like I said, they hardly have any fallout either, which is so nice. I feel like they're going to be really easy to blend. So let me go ahead and just swatch the whole thing on my arm. You can see what it looks like. So this one has a beautiful, like warm and toasty vibe going on. And you do have this sort of cooler gray with like a blue in it. And this one definitely contrasts with the warmer tones a little bit. And also this one looked like silver in the pan, but it sort of shifts. So it's silvery, but it also has like, again, some warmth behind it. So this is a really pretty one. I'm especially liking these two shades right here too. I think just those two together even would make such a gorgeous look. So there's that palette. All right, and then let's check out some swatches of the Alva palette. So here it is, just in case you forgot which one it was. This is my favorite, I think, by far. And here are the swatches. I just love these rosy tones. I love some of these duochrome shades in here. They're just so beautiful. And there is a mix of toppers and regular shimmer shades again. I feel like they're pretty even. I think there might actually be slightly more of the regular shimmers than toppers in this one. And how pretty is this? It's so nice. So if you guys own this palette or anything from Odens Eye, definitely let me know down below. And then as far as the blushes go, we have the fruit blush here, and then this one's the flower blush. This one's ripe papaya, and this one is sweet tulip. So here they are, and the sweet tulip one definitely isn't quite as deep as I was thinking, because it's always going to look even darker in a swatch than it does when you apply it, and it's a beautiful rose color, and this one is such a pretty peach. So overall, if you're interested in seeing me try some of these on, maybe next week sometime in a video, I'm going to be doing a video every day, so I can definitely work that in somewhere if that's something you guys would like to see. Hey guys, I'm back. It's about 2:30 p.m. so I just wanted to share the makeup that I'm wearing today. The first one is the Cancer Quad from ColourPop. So I'm loving these purples, and I popped that duochrome shade right in the center of my lid as well. And I thought it came out so pretty. I meant to wear the lip gloss too because I wanted to show you guys what that looked like, and I completely forgot. Also, I'm wearing the Laura Geller bronzer all over, and normally I look a lot more pale than this, so I feel like I don't look particularly bronzy, but it just kind of made it so I don't look quite as pale. And the color is stunning. It is so perfect and subtle, so it just gives that tiny little hint of being sun-kissed. Also, I'm wearing the Apricot Berry blush from Laura Geller, which was the one that was more mauvey in tone. And that is really pretty too. It's just very subtle. I didn't like put it on super heavy. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just end the vlog here. Once I pick up my son, it's like we go home, he has to have his snack, his bath, then we do homework, then I'm making dinner. So it's kind of like just one thing after another, and the afternoons are always super busy. Plus I still have to edit this, so it's gonna be a busy evening for me. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.